Hello and welcome back to Sunless Sunday, where we sail the Sunless Sea with me, Bardon, and Lady Sakura. Right, we are going to leave Hideaway. And then we're going to get ourselves to Aestabel. So let's... Oh, I like how the crab, you can see its claws moving. Okay, so Aestabel is in that direction. Please don't let there be anything scary. We had enough scary things. Now we enter the Calumnies. There is a wild and glorious scent in the air, a kind of light. Why do sailors fear this place? They fear this place because it's bloody scary, that's why. Cobsway Bay. Blue lightning crawls leisurely up the funnel. St. Erasmus dancing, the cry goes up. I'm getting a bit worried about our fuel supply at the moment. Let's get in there. Okay, right, so let's go with the mirror catch box. The box will remain filled with light until it's opened, even underground. They do it with mirrors, okay? Then fill another one. Okay, so we got a wound. We now have one wound, so we have to be careful filling the other boxes. Okay, we now have 2 wounds. So we can't attempt to fill the other boxes, I think, unless we decide to heal. Let's compile a port report. Right fast, the light scars. A burning after image. Your eyes water, the pages blur. The report is one of joy-filled complaint. Aestabel has a beauty too bright to be appreciated. But perhaps the Adamty can find something of use. Okay, and then we're going to get our supplies. Okay, we got 11. Then we're going to have to leave and come back to get more supplies. Because we need to make sure we got maybe about 50 supplies, I guess, to make sure we can get home. Oh, what am I doing? Oh no, don't do that. Back up. Ah, stop. My fingers, there's something wrong with my fingers. Okay, there we go. That's better. Okay, and then let's go there. And then dock. Okay, gather supplies. Okay, and then I'll be back in a second. Hopefully I remember to cut this bit. Okay, back. Hopefully I've remembered to cut that. I want to go to story. Okay, so we need to just leave and come back. The good thing is it wasn't that long. I was just took a second to say hi to my wife. Just got home from work. Oh, I'm doing that stupid thing again with my fingers. Keep my fingers away from the keyboard until I hear the ding or dong. Ah, there we go. And let's dock there. Oh god. That's why I keep my fingers hovered over the keyboard, because I know where they are. Okay, let's gather supplies. We got that. Okay, and then one last one. And then I think I'm probably going to make a save and try to fill the mirror catch boxes without dying. I think it's going to be worth a while to do that. Oh, track down the spy. Okay, well, let's see if we can do it. Failed. Okay, let's load that. I'm not having them steal my stuff right now. Just not in the mood for it, sorry. Right, so let's set off. And then hopefully that doesn't happen again. The submarine's been a lot of fun recently, I have to say, as well. It's been good to get some new places to go to. And like if this game was bigger, I mean a lot bigger, like if it had hundreds or even thousands of ports, I just keep sailing around to every single one of them, I have to say. I just enjoy it so much. Okay, so we got 49 supplies. I think that's about right. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a save here. Manual save. Okay. And then I'm going to see if I can fill these without dying. Okay. So that didn't work. But that's why I made a save. Could you imagine though how long the series would be if there were thousands of ports? I'd have to pass it on to family members after I died or something to finish it. Okay, that one worked. It's good. And then I'm gonna make another manual save. And then try the last one once it's finished saving. Okay, so we need to go back again. Don't like doing this saving, loading and stuff, but just certain parts of this game, I think they don't necessarily need it. It's just that it makes the game a lot more enjoyable. Okay, again, we have to load. It just gets faster to load when you do it multiple times. Right, please work this time. No. Now the game's just being stubborn. I don't know what the chances are of getting a wound, but I'm guessing it's about 30% not to get a wound. But maybe I just got lucky at the start. Well, yeah, 2 filled with wounds and 1 filled without a wound to start. There we go. We got it. Okay. Good. And then I'm going to leave And I'm actually going to get another set of supplies. Because when we start running out of fuel, we can at least try converting them over. And we will run out of fuel because we're going to be going down here and going to the Gant pole and stuff like that. So I need as well to start making. So at the moment, I want to get that thing with the romantic literature done, but then after that, then I want to have specific things that I want to do. So one is to go to the surface, and the other is to basically set here up as to set Aceval up as another friendly home port. So let's gather supplies. Okay, we did that, and then we can now leave and head on down towards the Gant pole. And once we get to the Gant pole, we're probably going to end the episode. Then we can continue from there next time. So there's, what are those Lorn flukes, aren't they? The purple things. Yeah, I don't want to run into one of them. They are so annoying. But we seem to always run into them around this area. Let's get the Z-Bat out. You can tell us there's something below the surface to the south, hopefully. No, not quite yet. Okay, some distance. Okay, we're not. I'd love to go down underneath and actually see those from the bottom, but I think we're maybe a bit far away. The air trembles, a breath of change passes. Another ZB's corpse afloat. So much carrion. We approach the Shellinate. Oh, there's the Lorn fluke. Okay, we're going over this way. Almost at the point where I think we can dive and get there. I'm going to try. Okay, need deeper waters. Let's go faster then. Okay, it's actually pulling away somewhere else. So we can slow down. Come on, give me the deeper waters. We're so close to it now. I think that's maybe the edge there. But I don't want to attract the Lorn fluke. And that's what we're going to do if we go over that way. There's the Gant pole right there. Okay, how about the reef? That doesn't look deeper at all. False star flares in the cavern reef directly above you. Flares and fades. There we go. Nice. Mauritius reef. Okay, got that stream to worry about. Let's just get ourselves out of it. Achievement unlocked. Thanks for all the fish. I think that's a reference to Douglas Adams from the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. There's one of the books is called So Long and Thanks for All the Fish. Where the Z goes to die, the submarine surfaces in a pocket of air in the middle of the giant stone heart. You are not the only new arrival. A midnight whale lies mortally wounded on a small beach of bone and blubber, moaning softly. An elderly woman in ragged red robes is carving its flesh, attended by a few disciples. Approach the woman in red. Her hands move with expert, if incomprehensible precision. A demonstration of horospicy. The art of divination through entrails. Not the most pleasant a reliable way of seeing the future, especially with the organs in question still warm and oozing as she plucks them from the great beast. Whatever she is looking for, the focus it demands exhausts her. Sudden sound rumbling from the tunnels, the ventricles, the sound of a stampede, a cry of "Protect the mistress!" as a flood of naked old men and women, wielding primitive bone harpoons, charges towards the whale. Old sailors, fixated on one goal, feast on the Z-flesh, whether the horospex is finished or not. The flesh reveals all. Okay. Defend the fading horospex. These sailors look old enough to collapse at the sight of a breeze. Join the attack. Let's defend her. A rancid rout. You stride into the melee. The horospex and her disciples are outnumbered, but your contribution to the fray is worth at least 10 of the elderly attackers. Their harpoons barely leave a scratch. Wrenching one from the nearest attacker, you easily hold the geriatric horde back with little but pointed gestures. The horospex returns to her work. From the corner of your eye, you see a little of the method behind it. Just a little, but enough to see the traces of pattern in the grooves of a small ivory slate. The soldiers fled and smothered himself in freedom. She frowns unsatisfied. The whale moans its last as she finishes up. Her work done, she thanks you with a nod, and has her people allow the old sailors to approach the slowly cooling carcass. You are learning ways of horospecy. Okay. Let's compile a port report. The Admiralty isn't likely to take it seriously. The Gant pole. That favoured hazing method of many a veteran sailor, save for particularly wet behind the ears recruits. Ask your captain to deliver this to the Gant pole. Go to the Gant pole and find my pocket watch. Tell the crew tonight we dine at the Gant pole. A hilarious jape when not standing in the blasted place and hoping someone will pay for recent news from it. So that's another one where we're going to have to take a roll to see if they'll believe us or not. Okay, we can't release the Blemmigan. Okay. Okay, explore flutter into the Gant pole. We can't do that right now. Speak with the fading horospex. Let's do that. She sits in a ghoulish tent made of the bone and hide of the long dead beasts, saving her energy for the next great behemoth to reach its grisly end. Okay. Ask her about the art of horospecy. What does she see in the bodies of the dead? The nearly dead, she corrects. There is nothing to be protected from meat but the quality of one's dinner. A wheezing laugh escapes her lungs. In Babylon, the quivering livers of 100 sheep showed us the fate of the first. In Rome, had Caesar only asked the right question. It is the life that leads to answers, not the meat. Down here, centuries of life, so many secrets, but the great beast of the sea passed on so rarely. I cannot hold on much longer, in hope of finding what I seek. Okay, ask her about her then. The passage of time. 10 years, 100 years, 1,000? It is all the same after a while. The flesh keeps the body together. The mind, well, that is a trickier matter. I have coped. Others have not. You have seen them, the oldest of the sailors, with no warm bed and loving family calling them to shore. They are as much creatures of the sea as any that swim in it. The heart welcomes them, and they embrace it. It is their fate. I see a far more important one in your future. Okay. Ask about the traveller. This must be the person the sick witness meant for you to meet. A matter for later. The fading horospex shakes her head. I've seen nothing of this. But nor have I asked. If I have it in me once, I have my answers. I will attempt a divination. Okay, no more questions for now. She nods gratefully. You take your leave. She slips into a silent torpor. Okay, and that's where we're going to leave it for now. So, hope you've enjoyed and hope to see you all next time. Goodbye.
Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, maybe you'll hit the subscribe button there on the right and check out some other videos here on the left.